Hey there, welcome once again to Speed Skating Deconstructed, What Makes a Skater Great? The time machine stopping in 1984 at the Zetra Arena in Sarajevo, Yugoslavia for the women's 1,000 meter on the outer here. Marcia Peretti from Italy was making great strides in that Olympics. And on the inner, Andrea Schöne, who ended up getting the silver medal in this race, behind Karen Kanya Enke. I think she was just Karen Enke at that time in 84. Anyway, the Germans, East Germans had a very distinctive skating style, a very distinctive technique, and it was very weird at the time. It looked they were just kind of slapping around, winning ugly. You know, no one could really understand it, but they were winning. And most of the attribution came to their just ridiculously hard training regimen and who knows what else. But they were very strong. They almost looked like men out there. But let's take a look at this race, and I wanted to focus specifically in Andrea Schöne's technique because she's a great example of the women German Democratic Republic skaters. So let's look. What we notice first is how wide her legs are. You know, it's just, we used to call this a barrel between the legs, you know. And she's got kind of a barrel between the legs. You know, you want to bring your skates, Andrea. You all know that by now. But anyway, that's how she did it. There's Marcia. Let's look at this open straightaway first. And this is what I mean by advanced. This is very advanced technique. And you get a better shot of it on the other side on the backstretch. But notice where her head is. This was very difficult to achieve in 1984, especially on slow ice. So it's real violent technique. You know, it's violent. It really is. If you watch it in fast motion. So it's just slapping out there. Turns. You know, this is good, pretty normal kind of turn for those days. You know, that right is down kind of early, but not too much. Actually, it's quite good timing. Actually, remember that one skate on the ice? We've talked about it forever. So nice position, nice timing in the turn. This is coming in here. You never want to turn that knee or turn the skate. You want to have it come straight back in line with the front skates blade angle. You don't want to corrupt that, but you can see it's kind of up and down, which you don't want to do. And see, that's what I'm talking about, where that knee is. See that? That's ineffective. You want to have that knee more over here in front and closer in alignment. Nonetheless, you can see how she just throws herself over. Just kind of nutty, you know, technique, frankly. But let's watch this now. Again, real long extension. I'd prefer that not to be happening, but you know, they were into that powerful, getting a lot of power early and then letting that power go all the way through the bush. But here's where she differs from her peers at the time, and it's this. Just really tossing herself over the lead skate as much as she could in the days before a clap. So just throwing herself over there. Look where her eyes are. For the split second, she's looking over here. Most skaters in these days are looking over here. So that's one difference. Then you see she breaks the line. As she gets out there, this isn't the best. She breaks the line, which means she's late moving her hips over here. However, she gets over there fast and moves pretty early to the point where the hip is out and her head is out outside of her knee. So this is very advanced skating for that time, utilizing your body weight as much as your legs and your position as much as your quads and your glutes. And notice how much power she gets right here. This is a great skating technique right here. It takes her a little while to get there, but the essence of her push, if you just isolate it, is very strong. I would like to see this blade not caved in. You can see that. So again, the line is broken, the blade caves in. If she moved earlier, the blade would not be caved in. So remember that. You want to have clean lines. Don't break your ankle line. Don't break the knee line. All straight. You do that, you're cleaner, you're coming over earlier. Anyway, just an example of, and look at that, that's so great in those days, just huge extension, which I'm not a huge fan of, but in those days it worked. And then she's way out over that skate. I mean, that is just, and why this is so effective is because, guess what? She's not getting almost any outer here. And in those days, a lot of people, hey, let's get the big outer and swing out and have a big stride, glide, all that crap. They said, forget all that striding crap and gliding crap. We're going to put our tension into the ice. And there's not a lot of outer here. So, you know, minimal outer means you can go the other way fast. So just a great example of how when something looks different, it doesn't necessarily fit the model, but it's advanced. And this is a great example of just odd technique that was effective at the time. So hope you enjoyed that one. It's a pleasure to have you watching along. Please subscribe if you do like it, and I appreciate your watching. We'll talk to you next time on Speed Skating Deconstructed, What Makes a Skater Great.